For the last few months, strange lights have been seen in the sky above Mexico. This photograph has been shared to online groups that investigate strange phenomena, and as of right now people are split on what it shows. There's some who've said that this object could be an unknown flying craft, while others suggested that it could be something like a helicopter. Photographs like this can be hard to track down. They normally get posted by a random person online, and they're unable to share any more details about the photograph in question. When the poster was asked where the images was taken, they responded by saying somewhere in Mexico. Interestingly, many users then started to post their own photographs of strange lights in the sky, detailing that recently residents have been seeing fast-moving lights above various cities, saying that they move much faster than things like planes and helicopters, and don't make any noise. This photograph depicts what appears to be a large craft shining some sort of light beneath it, with one user saying that this is very similar to what they've been seeing, and that it's as if these objects are searching for something. This isn't to say that images like these can't be explained. Some have said that it could be something like a helicopter, and when the individual took the photograph it didn't show up properly, which in turn made it look like an unknown flying object. Data compiled in recent years have shown us that the areas around the US and Mexico are hotspots for these mysterious aircrafts, with officials even coming forward and saying that some of these sightings and encounters will likely remain a mystery. One interesting story is that of the mysterious craft that was seen by Lonnie Zamora. It was approaching evening on Friday, April 24, 1964, when Socorro Police Sergeant Lonnie Zamora was in hot pursuit of what he thought was a speeding car just south of Socorro. Just as he was about to pick up the pace, Sergeant Zamora heard a roar and saw a flame in the sky in the distance. Zamora broke off the chase to investigate the sound, thinking at the time that the local dynamite cabin had blown up. However, when Sergeant Zamora started to approach the area, he noticed what he believed to be a car around 150 to 200 yards away. Two people were standing close to it, one of whom seemed to have noticed Zamora with some surprise. Zamora described the object as aluminium looking, white in colour against the mesa background, and was round in shape. Zamora then drove towards the scene, meanwhile radioing the sheriff's office about a possible accident he would be investigating, before also contacting New Mexico State Police Sergeant Sam Chavez. This was for backup. When he reached around 50 feet away from the object, Sergeant Zamora noted seeing some landing gear and a red insignia on the left side of the craft, around 2 foot in size. He later drew this up for the military and law enforcement teams. Suddenly, the smooth oval craft began to take off, emitting a loud roar that started low frequency then quickly rose. The craft started to lift away from its landing spot, which Zamora described it as rising straight up. Flames were released from underneath the object in the middle, but created no smoke. The flames were bright blue merging into orange colour. The roar which erupted from the object was almost deafening. However, Sergeant Zamora carried on towards this mysterious object. As it rose from the ground, it cleared the dynamite cabin by a matter of feet. After, the craft appeared to speed up, travelling extremely fast in the direction of the 6 Mile Canyon mountain. Up until this point, Sergeant Zamora could still see the craft, but he states it disappeared as soon as it went over the mountain, no longer emitting a blue-orange flame, or any smoke or noise. Soon after, Sergeant Chavez joined Sergeant Zamora at the landing site. Chavez has denied seeing the object itself. Within a matter of hours, authorities and figures came from all over to investigate the landing. The Socorro incident has proven to be by far one of the most baffling sightings in US history. Furthermore, various theories about what Sergeant Zamora witnessed that day have been thrown around. One thing that remains the truth: the Air Force team themselves have concluded that the case was unexplainable, listing it as unknown. Authorities and investigators have also reported an increase in cattle disappearances, and this is throughout the US and Mexico. In June of 1976, when investigating the sudden expiration of a 3-year-old cow in Rio Arriba County of New Mexico, investigators discovered what was described as a trail of suction cup-like impressions that led away from the cow's body. These impressions in the ground appeared to be in tripod form, with each cup being roughly 4 inches in diameter, 28 inches apart, and suddenly disappeared around 500 feet away from the body of the young cow, with no other signs of tracks surrounding the animal. Although skeptics originally believed that the incident was playing off the heightened fears of mysterious crafts that had been seen throughout the area, with a perpetrator appearing to have used a contraption to have created the indentations, similar incidents with suction cup-like indentations would be found all across the state. 2 years later, within the same state of New Mexico, a case involving an 11-month-old bull would bring the livestock investigations a substantial piece of evidence. According to the report made on the 24th of March back in 1978, Mr. Manuel Gomez of Thos, New Mexico, alerted the New Mexican police of his prize 11-month-old bull having been the victim of a coordinated attack. When the police investigated the body, they found consistent details matching past investigations, such as precise cuts that would have been made only with precision instruments and surgical equipment. Its reproductive organs had been completely removed, and there was a lack of blood to be found anywhere on the scene. These disappearances and attacks still remain a mystery. So what do you make of these interesting stories? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.